Yeah, my name's Greg Smart. I'm from Jim's Pool Care Carlingford and franchisor region Sydney Central. 3 years this month. I had my own electrical business for 20 odd years. Body was broken down a bit, so I had a mate who had joined Jim's 3 or 4 years before that, and I was sort of following his journey. And then, after about 3 years of him coming over having beers, I'm like, well, I'm doing it. So that's why I joined Jim's Pool Care. I hadn't ever thought about any other franchise, and I hadn't even thought about Jim's Pool Care. It's just that because I was following his journey, and that's what prompted me to join.
Absolutely. I think it was an excellent decision. And when Greg was thinking about it, it was a journey. And when he decided to jump in, I was incredibly supportive of that. I think it has been life-changing for our family. It has been not just an interesting industry to be involved in, but the opportunity for us to grow our business and make it our own. We get to meet fantastic people, wonderful customers, and you also get to meet customers where they're at as well. So sometimes they're having difficulty and you can do things that can help and support them as well. So it feels really good to be able to do those things. And our income has definitely increased a lot, and has changed so many things for us.
You get out of it what you put in. So I work pretty hard. I'm up at 5 o'clock every morning, generally on the job by 6:37. So, if you're willing to put in the work, you will get the reward. There's a lot of pools out around, and everybody needs their pool serviced. So a lot of people do it themselves, but certainly a lot rely on a pool technician like myself and Gemma to look after their pool. Yeah, so I had no idea about pools. I didn't even know which way the valves turned. Doing the training, that's taught me everything. On-the-job training as well as the Jim's Pool School that we have, you really only learn once you're out on your own and you've got to start thinking for yourself. So you've got the basics through the training and through on-the-job training, and then it really comes to fruition once you start thinking for yourself and you don't have anyone next to you to talk to. Having said that, the support from all the other Jim's franchisees only a phone call away, and there's quite a few that are more than willing to come out. If you've got a problem or you're not sure, they will meet you on site to help you out.
In terms of the mobile pool shops, we attend the property. We can do any range of things for that customer, meeting them at where they're at for their needs, whether it is for a rental property, a property going for sale, or regular maintenance. And we have an advantage by being at the poolside because we can then test the water. We can see what's actually going on with the pool using our expertise, as opposed to being at a storefront where the customer's trying to give their interpretation. And that makes a big difference for the customer because they get what they need in the quantities that they need. We also do pool handover services as well. So customers that are really keen to be able to learn how to do it, particularly Greg is an expert at that, and he's really great at being able to explain things to customers and transfer his knowledge and skills. And then we pass that on to the homeowner so they have that confidence. And that is an excellent thing for the owner, be able to do it.
It's been good. Yeah. Gemma does a lot of the back end stuff, which I'm not interested in, which is fantastic. We work well as a team. I couldn't do it without her. So ordering materials, or she might go and pick stuff up for me, or even earlier today I had her at a pool, cleaning a robot that we were maintaining and making sure it hadn't overflowed, which we're filling up from a pressure wash. So, we both work together and are fully in the business.
What I'd like to add too is that it's an excellent opportunity for women in continuing their career, and across even the guys that are, or anyone that comes and joins the business, that they've got a whole lot of transferable skills that can be applied in a different setting. So your background, it only enhances what you can do. My background is industrial relations and human resources and government and training. And with that, I've been able to apply so many of my skills, and it's returning to work as a mum. I've got 4 kids is really difficult, but I feel such a sense of, pride and achievement that I've been able to do things in my own time, but also use the skills of my degree and all my other qualifications in this new setting. And besides that too, if you show your interest to suppliers and that you really want to do well, they'll bend over backwards. Everyone in Jim's will bend over backwards to help you succeed. So it's what you make of it as well. And I think it's a great role model for our kids as well to see that we work so well together. And I mean, I love working with Greg anyway, but it's just, I really enjoy it. I absolutely love it. I love it. I'm also a registered certifier for swimming pool inspections, so I find that absolutely fascinating. Yeah, really like it.
So they want to ask themselves, do they want to develop their knowledge further? You've got to be willing to learn, you work hard and apply yourself. So a lot of the time you're on your own and you're not talking to anyone. Whilst I live with a headset in my ear because the phone's ringing all the time, you don't really see anyone on the pool side. Most people aren't home, so you need to be self-motivated. You need to enjoy it. No point going to work if you're not enjoying it. Being in the pool industry, means you're selling a product, so you're also a salesperson. We're selling, poles, scoops, chemicals, robots, pumps, heaters, anything to do with the pool covers, put people in touch with people who do pool fences and stuff like that. So everything related to a pool, the Jim's Pool Care team, we're selling it. And that's one of the biggest positives about joining Jim's Pool Care, because you are able to sell a product. Yeah, so Jim's fee structure is a flat fee structure. There's no percentage on my income. I can earn $1 or $1 million, and the Jim's fees will they stay flat. So don't quote me exactly what they are, but you're looking at about $700 to $1,000 a month once you take in your advertising fees and Jim's fees, and then lead fees are extra on top of that. So we pay lead fees. Look, the leads are a fantastic way to gain work. Once you get a lead, you may not get the job out of it, but you've got that contact then that you can then direct market to that customer. So you might have a sale on a robot or a pool heater or a pool pump. You can then spread that to all your contact list, and then you'd be surprised that $35 lead, you could easily earn $10,000 out of that one job, and which has happened to me multiple times, and not just $10,000. I've had one customer that spent $30,000 with me so far. So that came off a $35 lead, and I don't know anywhere else where you can do that or where that's possible. The sky's the limit. The leads, whilst not all leads have a positive outcome, the majority do. The fact that you can then direct market to them is probably another bonus, because big companies pay a lot of money for contacts, and we're not paying a lot for all the contacts. I'm doing over 200 services a month, so that's averaging about 9 to 10 a day.
Wow.
So that keeps me pretty busy, and that's and I've been doing that all year round. Yep. So even now, winter is our quiet period. I'm 3 years in now, and look, I've switched off most of my leads, because when summer hit at the moment, it's been a month earlier than what it was last year. I couldn't handle the amount of work coming in. So we really need more Jim's Pool Care guys in the Sydney region.
Absolutely. I run the leads report every month and look at the data, and I keep thinking, why don't we have X in this territory? This is just ready for somebody to come in. This is a great opportunity. How can we attract great people that really want to do well, that are open to learning? If you are open to learning, you will be completely successful. If you're open to feedback and growing and being the best that you can be, that's the attitude that we want to work with. We want people that are team players, that want to contribute, not just take out of the system. If you're going to contribute, as Greg said before, the sky's the limit. We run a lot of the trainings. I'm in charge of the national coordination for our Certificate 3 for swimming pool and spa maintenance course, or service course, and I'm getting all of our guys certified there, and it is an incredible opportunity to increase your skills, because that's actually a trade qualification. So it's just it's great if people are interested to do that and ask some more questions. Book a ride along and just see what it's like in the van for the day. And it's really surprising what you learn. I want to get out more with Greg too, because I get out quite a bit, but I want to get out more because it's just such an interesting job.
Well, when you turn up to a customer's pool and it looks like a swamp from down the bayou somewhere, and they go, "Oh, can you fix my pool?" You either drain it or we flock it. When it comes back blue and the surface is pristine and it's sparkling, the customers most of the time can't believe it, that you've brought back a pool that was in such bad condition. The frogs weren't even in it. So it's very satisfying.
No frogs.
The pictures, like the before and after pictures, you'll see on the internet, are amazing. Yeah, so once you've made contact with the Jim's franchise, Jim's Pool Care, then what we do then is have you come out on a ride along. So you'll come and sit beside me for the day. I'll just do my normal run, and I'll get them working, get on the scoop and show them what we do. The next step from that is, along that day we also talk about the costs involved, what it costs to join Jim's Pool Care, and what sort of territory they're looking for. So where they live, most people want to buy a territory where they live, whilst that's not important, because the leads come from all over Sydney, and you will work all over Sydney or all over Brisbane or wherever you are. You just need to be able to travel. So you will get you to design your territory so you're not driving as fast. So then once they've come out on the ride-along day, then we send them some information. There's some information packs that are automatically generated that get sent out to their email address. And the next step from that is we take a deposit if they're keen, and once the deposit's taken, then we get them down to Melbourne for the GYMS training, which is fantastic. And then once they've done that training, or in combination with that, they might come out on and start doing some training days. The GYMS Pool School is also opened up to them, so they can. There's probably about a week's worth of online training through the internet that they can do at their leisure. You can get it done quicker if you push yourself.
But that's also mapped to the Certificate 3 qualification, where you can get recognition of prior learning. The online learning modules are really, really good, very informative. Do it.
Yeah,
do it. Just take the leap, and you will be just so surprised. I think we're a little bit scaredy cat, and then when Greg was ready to do it, I'm just so pleased that he had that leadership, because it's been life changing, and just the opportunities are just endless. The pool industry is huge. You never realise how big it is until you're there. It's massive, and it's fun. There's lots of fun stuff.
I was talking to another pool tech yesterday, and he'd been in it for 30 years on a different company. And I was talking to him, and he asked me how long I've been in it. And one of the things which is quite ironic, he goes, pool industry is one of the best kept secrets about making a good income. It really has been fantastic. Look, I was nervous when I first started, and that's probably why it took me 3 years before I did take the leap. And even after I did join, I was nervous for a good 6 months, because you don't know. It's an unknown. It's completely different to anything that I've ever done before. And I'm glad I did. Yeah. I should have done it earlier. Everyone says
should have. When that first lead came through, and Greg said, "This is it," and then we just looked at each other and went, "Oh my gosh, okay, let's do it." And that was that. And then it just no looking back.
4th of October. 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Public holiday Monday.